Hello everybody, let's go ahead and compare the cheapest eBay rod I could find to a name brand of rod. See if we can see right off the bat any quality differences here. Then we'll move on to welding on some rusty piece of steel here. So these bolts are 60-13, 1/8 inch sticks. This would be your Hobart line here. And this is what these tips look like. Some people care about that. I personally, as long as there's a piece of metal that I can tap with, I really don't care how nice it looks. Now these, the brand name they give these is Techniweld USA. They're also 60-13, different color, 1/8 inch as well, so no difference there. And it's kind of funny because it says made in India right there. It's got a website and all that. For those that are interested, if this works out, or so you know what to avoid. That's something I noticed is these are ground a bit flatter, quite a bit less accurate too. But the metal's still exposed, and I don't know about any of you, but once I touch that off, all the tips are probably going to look like that. But we'll find out here in a hurry. We'll go ahead and get the welder set up here. So let's go ahead and pop the flux. Right here, this side, this is all Hobart. This right here is the cheap stuff on eBay. I couldn't really tell a difference, to be honest. They felt the same to me. And the weld's a little dirty on the first one. I kind of figured it would be. That's why I wanted to do a second one. So I figured this metal would be a bit cold from, you know, just starting to weld on, especially on some garbage metal like that. So far, flux pops off about the same. You can see how it was a little bit colder, the metal, the way the weld kind of looks. And as we went here, got a bit better, it was still a little cool. This is Hobart still. Now the cheap stuff. Yeah, I just can't tell a difference there. They both look like they kick off the same quality weld, other than user error here. So, I don't know. Don't see a difference here. Both look just the same to me. They were both welding in really crappy metal here, the rusty, dirty metal, and produced what I feel is a weld that is just fine for this. It was just fine. So. Again, you can tell that was too cold there. But yeah, looks fine to me. No complaints. I mean, I think I got a screaming deal there. The only difference I seen was maybe the tips ground different. They both started the same. We'll go ahead and look at the tips of them right now to see how the burn off looks compared to the two. So this is Hobart, and this is Techniweld, the cheapest one on eBay. And after use, that's what they look like. And they restarted fine. And when I'm jabbing them, it's not popping the layers off. Like, you know, it's got good adhesion to the rod itself. So Hobart, Techniweld. So no problem there. Remember this one rod? I don't know what it was. Years ago at a shop I worked at, you'd tap it and then you'd watch half the rod just break off the outside coating. So I think that's a screaming deal, guys. If you're not a particularly fussy guy with the welding rod you run and you're just looking for the cheap stuff you can throw at something, heck, I'd recommend it, to be honest. But yeah, can't beat that for the price. I mean, you're saving quite a bit of money by trying that stuff out, and it seems to work. I'll know more as I use it, so I do plan to use it off camera. I got a bunch of products where I got to throw a bunch of fill at it, but I was out of rod here, and I'll find out if I start getting some rods where maybe they'll stop welding right, or maybe this coating will break off in the wrong areas, but right now I'm confident it's going to be a good welding rod. Alright, here we go. We'll be starting off with the Hobart and see what weld we get. And since it's my first weld, in case I'm, for whatever reason, feeling out of it, we'll go ahead and give a second one over here after I've already gave first to the other rod. Alright, let's set that rod down. Go ahead and do one below it here real quick. Can't tell a difference other than I'm a little slow on that one, but I'll go ahead and go over here and do a little bit. This will also give us an idea of restrikeability too. Some rods are really terrible about their restrike with how the ends burn down. Okay. Back to the Hobart. Go ahead and hook this now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you guys where you can see.